till it lets me grow. I'm not breaking, I'm becoming whole. Every crack is letting in the glow. Break the light open, I rise again, stronger than before. Hear the sound swelling like the thunder in my lungs, kicking down the door. When I'm left broken, I burn brighter till I'm something more. Turn the dark golden when I break the light open. Break the light open. Break the light open. Heavy storms running through my veins, but I learned to stand inside the rain. Once afraid of everything I felt, now I turn the trembling into strength. Pull me closer to the edge, I know. Feel the pressure till it lets me grow. I'm not breaking, I'm becoming whole. Every crack is letting in the glow. Break the light open, I rise again, stronger than before. Hear the sound swelling like the thunder in my lungs, kicking down the door. When I'm left broken, I burn brighter till I'm something more. Turn the dark golden when I break the light open. Break the light open. Break the light open. Hold the night, let it shake till the fear falls out. Find a fight in the ache where I lost my doubt. Raise the light, let it break, hear the silence shout. I'm alive and I'm not backing down. Ash on the floor where my hopes once lived. Every promise coming like a myth. Thought the silence meant the end of me, but my heartbeat kept the clarity. Let me down, I'll pull the sun in close. Every shadow teaching me to grow. I was breaking, now I finally know. Even ruins learn to rise and glow. I rise from the ruined heart, burning brighter than the place I've led. Tear the darkness apart with a voice that carries storms no night can drown. If the world falls hard, I'll rebuild it with the fire running through my chest. I rise from the ruined heart, 'cause a ruined heart's not dead. Ash on my skin, but it feels like truth. Every fracture turning into proof that the damage only carved the space where the flame could finally find its place. I'll pull the sun in close. Every shadow teaching me to grow. I was breaking, now I finally know. Even ruins learn to rise and glow. I rise from the ruined heart, burning brighter than the place I've led. Tear the darkness apart with a voice that carries storms no night can drown. If the world falls hard, I'll rebuild it with the fire running through my chest. I rise from the ruined heart, 'cause the ruined heart's not dead. Let the echoes fade, let the shadows shake in the cracks I made. There's a world awake. Let the heartbreak shout, let the truth break out. I'm not lost in doubt, I'm finally allowed. I rise from the ruined heart, blazing higher than the scars I've shed. Tear the darkness apart with the thunder in my breath, and I can't hold back. If the world falls hard, I'll rebuild it with the fire running through my chest. I rise from the ruined heart, 'cause the ruined heart lives Shadows gather where my heartbeat hides. Every whisper feels like storms I never cried. I've been sinking in the weight I never named. Every silence carving letters in my veins. But in the cold, something stirs, something grows, a broken glow, waiting underneath the bones, beneath the breaking sky. I hear the quiet calling of the fear I carry, where all the echoes die. I feel a darker fire rising from the depths. If I survive tonight, I rise with shadows burning in my breath beneath the breaking sky. breaking sky. I hear the storm awaken where my shadow slept, where all the echoes die. I feel a violent fire tearing through my chest. If I survive tonight, arise with every fear I've ever tried to shed beneath the breaking sky. A burning star. I think I can hear. Think I can stay. Under might unveil every hidden trail. Through the blood and bone, through the fear unknown, I become my own. I become full grown. Beneath the breaking sky, I scream against the void that tried to hold me still, where all my shadows die. I rise with wings of anger made of molten will. If I survive tonight, the darkness learns the strength it never meant to build beneath the breaking sky. The breakest I break it still. Been running from the shadows on my mind, but the heartbeat in my chest won't fall behind. In the quiet where the doubts try pulling me down, I heard a spark that said I'm breaking out. Lift me up, take me higher than the fear that chained me to the floor. Fill my lungs with the fire I forgot was burning at my core. Every breath is a doorway to the life I'm reaching for. Now I want more. I was made to be restored. I rise into the sun. dark breaks free. Hear my life outrun all the limits that once whispered who I couldn't be. When the shadows come, I'll shine it with the fire only born in me. Rise into the sun, and the sun finally rises in me. Running through the night like a warning shot. Every heartbeat racing, burning hot. I was drowning in the quiet fear. Now I'm louder than the atmosphere. Speed it up, I'm done with playing safe. Every scar is fuel, I elevate. I'm not fragile, I accelerate. Breaking through the limits I create. I run through the fire, faster, faster with the pulse that the dark can't chase. Hear my soul get higher, like a lightning bolt that never wants to wait. If the world gets wilder, I love running with the flame rushing through my veins. I run through the fire, and I burn my own way. Shadows try to catch me, but I fly. Every broken piece becomes a drive. I'm a heartbeat you can't slow down. I'm the wildfire tearing through the ground. Speed it up, I'm done with playing safe. Every scar is fuel, I elevate. I'm not fragile, I accelerate. Breaking through the limits I create. I run through the fire, faster, faster with the pulse that the dark can't chase. Hear my soul get higher, like a lightning bolt that never wants to wait. If the world gets wilder, I love running with the flame rushing through my veins. I run through the fire, and I burn my own way. Let the shadows fall behind. I've got thunder in my mind. Every step becomes a light. Every heartbeat multiplies. I run through the fire, blazing faster till the night breaks wide. Hear my spirit higher, like the world igniting from the force inside. If the dark gets wilder, I love running with the flame. I refuse to hide. I run through the fire, 'cause the fire's how I Heavy silence hanging on my name. Every moment bending under blame. But the fractures in my heartbeat sound. Let me to the place I'm breaking now. Lift me from the shadows where I stayed. Every scar becoming light I've made. I'm not dying, I'm being remade into something fiercer than the pain. Shatter me into dawn. Let the pieces of my fear fears. Every heartbeat echoes in my ears. Try to hide the parts that felt too loud, but the truth keeps pulling me out. Take me back to where the spark began. Let the burning teach me how to stand. Every scar becomes a map again, showing me the strength I didn't plan. I'll stand in the fire, rising higher till the dark lets go. Hear my heart louder, breaking open like a storm in a tidal glow. When the night grows wilder, I'm the thunder they can't control. I'll stand in the fire till the fire becomes my soul. Shadows try to tell me who to be. Every whisper fought against my dreams, but the ashes taught me how to breathe, turning every loss into belief. Take me back to where the spark began. Let the burning teach me how to stand. Every scar becomes a map again, leading me to who I truly am. I'll stand in the fire, rising higher till the dark lets go. Hear my heart louder, breaking open like a storm in a tidal glow. When the night grows wilder, I'm the thunder they can't control. I'll stand in the fire till the fire becomes my soul. Let the flames wash my doubt from my hands. Let the light tear the fear where it stands. I'm alive in the heat, understand. I was made for this. I was made to withstand. I'll stand in the fire, burning brighter than the sky can hold. Hear my voice higher, breaking limits like the night, losing all control. When the world turns wilder, I'm the thunder made of gold. I'll stand in the fire till the fire becomes my soul. Till the fire becomes my soul. I've been holding on to pieces of a dream, scattered in the quiet where I used to be. Every heartbeat echoes softer than before, till a tiny spark reminds me I want more. And even when I break, the pieces start to glow. Something in my chest refuses to let go. This is the heart that won't let go, still beating through the shadows that I used Every tear became a river of my flame. Even when I bent beneath the weight of night, something in the dark kept reaching for the light. And even when I fall, my spirit starts to rise. Every scar I hold becomes another sky. This is the heart that won't let go, still beating through the shadows that I used to fear. This is the fire I didn't know, still burning in the places where I disappeared. When the night pulls close, I rise against the silence till the truth is clear. This is the heart that won't let go, still here. Let the old fall down, let my voice resound in the broken ground where my hope was found. Through the darkest night, I can feel the light. Every breath I find becomes my rise. This is the heart that won't let go, burning higher, burning brighter than the fear I've known. This is the fire I didn't know, breaking open like a sunrise in my very bones. When the night pulls close, I break it with the power I can finally own. This is the heart that won't let go, and it never stands alone. I've been walking through the quiet of my fears, holding shadows I've collected through the years. Every whisper saying I am not enough, every heartbeat trying hard to rise above. But somewhere in the dark, a single spark remained, and even when I broke, it whispered out my name. Where the light finds me, I'm learning how to breathe again, learning how to stay where the night blinds me. I'm stronger than the silence that tried pulling me away. If the world hides me, I rise into the shadows when it can't make me walking through the echoes of the night, holding on to every fragile piece of light. Every whisper said I'd never rise again, but the warmth inside my chest would not give in. And in the hush, a trembling spark remained, a tiny glow that softly said my name. When the quiet turns to gold, I feel the darkness loosen everything it holds. All the weight I couldn't hold fades into the gentle morning breaking in my soul. If my heart was growing cold, the sunrise comes to tell me I am not alone. When the quiet turns to gold, I come Every shadow I believed would never break turns to colors only hope can never make. Every fear that used to drag me to the ground becomes feathers lifting me without a sound. And in the hush, the spark begins to rise. A second dawn is blooming in my eyes. When the quiet turns to gold, I hear the hidden music rising from my bones. All the lies I once was told scatter like the ashes of a storm that's finally gone. If the night was growing bold, I light it with the fire I've been learning all along. When the quiet turns to gold, I grow strong. Let the night fall back. Let the world turn black. In the silent cracks, I find my tracks. Through the breath I take, through the fears I face, every step I make becomes my grace. When the quiet turns to gold, I rise brighter, rise higher than the shadows know. Every story I was told breaks open like a sunrise lifting from below. If my heart was growing cold, the fire in me burns a path until the whole world glows. When the quiet turns to gold, I let go and I I've been walking through the echoes of my past. Every fragile step was never meant to last. But even in the silence where I bent, there was a promise burning under my regret. And in the still, something shifted in my chest, a rising thrill that whispered I am blessed. And we become the dawn when the darkest night surrender to the break of day. scar becomes the window to the flame. I used to fear the places I would fall. Now the broken pieces make me something tall. And in the still, I can feel the shadows fade, the quiet thrill of everything I've made. And we become the dawn when the dark forgets its reason to remain. Everything we leaned upon turns from heavy into wings that bear our name. If the wind feels rough and strong, we rise like fire, learning how to breathe again. Yes, we become the dawn, uncontained. Let the night fall through, let the world renew. I have come to know every crack lets flow. Through the light I choose, through the fears I lose, I become the truth. And we become the dawn, burning higher, burning brighter than the storms we face. Every night we stood upon turns to embers as the sunrise crowns our waiting place. When the world feels overdrawn, we break it open with the light we were born to raise, and we become the dawn. We become the day. We become the day. We become the day. And in the morning's glow, we finally let go. Everything we've known becomes light we own. In the quiet where the broken pieces lay, I was learning how to breathe through all the weight, holding shadows like a language I was taught, till a trembling spark reminded me I'm not lost. And in the dark a single light arrived. It called my name, it whispered, "You survive." This is the day we learn to shine from the fractures that once held us down inside. Every tear we try to hide turns to rivers carrying the sun across our lives. never dreamed. Every shadow in our lives fades away beneath the fire rising underneath. When the world can see our light, we shine light till the sky remembers how to breathe. This is the day we let it shine. We shine until we become the dawn. In the morning glow we find every broken part aligned. Through the dark we walked in blind. We learned to shine. I've been walking with the ashes at my feet. Every memory of fire I had to meet. I'm not breaking like I used to break before. Now the cracks I feared are shining even more. 'Cause every fall built a brighter part of me. And through it all I learned who I could be. Light me as I rise, let the fire in my bones decode the truth only clear. Every tear I tried to hide turns to sparks that chase the shadows from my soul. If the night begins to climb, I'll outshine it with the strength I never knew Breaking light has broken me into who I'm meant to be. Every shadow teaching me to hold the flame. I'm not standing where the fractures pulled me down. Now the places where I broke become my ground. And in the rise, I feel the skyline, a brighter tide unfolding in my mind. I rise beyond the break, where the pieces of my past ignite the path I face. Every fear I couldn't shake turns to embers, lifting me into a higher place. If the night begins to shake, I will burn it with the strength the storms can never take. I rise beyond the break, awake. Every heartbeat is a story redefined. Every scar a constellation in my spine. All the doubt that used to whisper I was small now just fades beneath the truth I hold in full. And in the rise, I feel the limits fall. A second sky is blooming through it. I rise beyond the break, where the fire in my chest becomes a guiding flame. Every tear I couldn't take turns to rivers, lifting me where dawn discovers space. If the dark begins to shake, I outshine it with the light the world could never claim. I rise beyond the break, unshaked. Let the night fall back, let the world expand. Every step I lack becomes where I stand. Through the storm I stay, through the fear I brave. Now the light I made is the world I raise. I rise beyond the break, burning higher, burning brighter than the dawn can see. Every shadow in my way falls to ashes as the fire rises out of me. If the night begins to shake, I will blaze a trail that even heavens fear to meet. I rise beyond the break, and I rise 'cause I'm free. In the quiet glow I find the world I sought was always mine. Through every fracture, every climb,